Glenda Mollett here, and welcome to my craft room tonight. It is Saturday, May the 10th, and I have a fun card. Oops, let's just hide that for now. I have a fun card for you tonight. I did this with my Sunshine Club stamp crafts a couple of weeks ago, and they enjoyed it. And I thought, well, why not show you guys how to do it? It's a great layout, a great way to use designer paper, and it's full of texture because it uses textured notes bundle. Now, it also uses a retired stamp set, and I apologize for that, but I like this stamp set. I won't be getting rid of this stamp set, and I'm sure if you guys have it, you will be able to use it. And if you don't have it, then you can just use whatever stamp set you have to recreate this one. Okay, I'm just got one last thing. There we go. Hello. It is a cold and blustery day outside in Port Alberni, British Columbia, Canada, on the west coast of Vancouver Island. Hello, Christine. And I have been freezing cold all day. I had to go out. Oops, somebody just said, "Are you live tonight?" Yeah, I'm live. I am. I know. We were watching a movie called Nona's on Netflix. It's a really good movie. And when it ended, I said to hubby, I'm going to go in. I've got a couple of things to do in my office. And then my phone went beepity beep. It's time. You're live tonight. So it's like, oh, I forgot. But it's okay. I'm here. I'm in time. And I'm hoping that I'm live. I know I'm live on YouTube because Christine is watching on YouTube. Now, it says Alice is not able to find me. I'm on my page. Okay. It says I'm live. I don't know. Hopefully. Yes. Chris. Yes, Alice. I am live on YouTube because Christine is watching on YouTube. So let me go over there and check. Let me check. Yep, I'm live on YouTube. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You're here. Hello, Milo. And Milo is ready before you. Hello, Lena. How are you today? Oh my gosh. So I had to go out and do some deliveries today. And I was so cold, I put the heat on the seat in my car and cranked the heat up to high. Oh, I got warm. It was wonderful. And then I planted my pet tomatoes. They're in the ground. They have their cold frame thing over top of them. So if it gets too cold tonight, they won't get frost on them. Did some weeding, went for my walk. Yes, I'm here. So it's been a productive day. Now, I got to get my cards done for my July class because I have to be ready to show you the cards when I get back. So it may happen and it may not. I will be using the You Are Remarkable stamp set in where it is. There it is. So in July, for my July class and club, I'm going to be using this one. It is called You Are Remarkable. It is an online exclusive. It is just a stamp set. So we're going to use it with layers and fun things and fun folds, and it's going to be fine. Hello, Wendy. Okay. Let me flip you around because I have chocolate for you tonight. I had these on my table. Oh, I want to show you. Hang on. So, Notes and Totes bundle. Have I showed this to you before? It is a stamp set and a set of dies. Let me put this one away. notes and totes. So there is a stamp set, and there is the dies. So there's a set of dies, and there's a stamp set. It's in the new catalog, and it makes this cute little beach tote. Hi, Nadine. Do I need a helper type? Oh, thank you for reminding me. I don't have a contest tonight because I'm just too full in my head. But between Alice and I, we figured out how to use the comments from this one when I was going to give this one away like last week. So don't let me forget to do that draw because I do have it ready. So it makes this cute little tote. So there is one die and it cuts out one of these. So you can use them on a card, like you can make a tote out of it and cut these off and make it flat, or you can fold these under and make it 3D so that it's popped up off your card. So you can, like, you obviously would not put, do I have something I put in there? Maybe this will fit. You could put like a note sticking out of it on your card and have it like a 3D thing so that it's actually a tote. Or you can cut two of them and make a beach tote with it. And there is several ways to put this together. So you can put it together so that they just overlap there, and you will have a big one. And let me put it. See, you get a nice wide one. This one is mangled because I've used it quite a bit. And you can get Hershey nuggets in here. Look at this. You can fill that with Hershey nuggets. Or you could, see, I put Tombow on the side, and then I can play with it because it's still tacky. And then if you want, you could overlap it that much and make it a little bit smaller. Or you could overlap it even more and make it really small. Like that. And then I would just cut these extra pieces off if you were going to make it that small. So it's a great tote. And if you are part of my creative escape, you may just have firsthand knowledge of it very soon. Lickety split. So the bundle is $72 for the stamp set and the dies, but honestly, you don't need the stamp set because the dies have all of this cool stuff in there. There's a fence. These are parts of the tote. That's the tote thing. There's a scarf. There's a water bottle. There's a water flask. There's handles, or you can use that for earphones. There's another handle. There's some beach-related things. There's a lotion bottle, there's sunglasses, and that's what's on the front here. Those are the sunglasses. Now, just remember that this is my template and I've made it with retired cardstock. And then there's a big note, and there's an envelope, and there's a little tag. Laying that flat, cut off the strap, and a little girl's dress. Oh, how fun would that be, Nadine? Just don't put that on. Use it this way. Look at that. How fun would that be? It is a fun looking tote. And I had fun creating what I created with it. So I'm thinking that might be September class, notes and totes. Okay, sorry, I got an itch. What does that mean? I'm going to kiss a fool or I'm coming into money when you have an itchy palm? I don't know. Here's tonight's card. So this uses the Botanical Textures designer paper, the textured notes stamp set, and the dies, and the mini corrugated embossing folder. And this is also part of the textured notes stamp set. This is a sentiment that comes from Go-To Greetings. I will not be getting rid of that one. And there's the inside. And there's the envelope. So there we go. So at one point, I remember telling you guys about this payday candy bar that I found when I was down in Raleigh. Now, I am allergic to chocolate. It gives me a migraine, so I can't have like Hershey nuggets or chocolate bars. But I was excited when I found this because O. Henry chocolate bars are one of my favorite ones. And this one is an O. Henry bar without the chocolate. I know. I was so excited. So I came home and I ordered myself some from Amazon. I know. I'm so bad. Okay, Smoky Slate and Memento cards or ink. I'm going to be using, hang on. Let me get it organized here. Textured Notes bundle, the stamp set and the dies. So there's that stamp that looks like the bottom of a woven basket. And you could use one of these sentiments that are in here as well, but I didn't. And then I'm going to cut this out with one of the Stylish Shapes dies. Then we're going to add a little bit more texture with the mini corrugated embossing folder. There's Go To Greetings, and I have Happy Birthday out to use tonight. Then I'm going to finish it off with some iridescent foiled gems. So tell me, what did you guys do today? You know what I did. And oh, I didn't tell you that I finished working outside. I had my walk. I came home and I had a half an hour nap. I did. Got my nap in before dinner tonight. Smoky Slate, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25 and folded in half. Basic White, 5.25 by 4. 2 pieces of Botanical Textures designer paper that are 2 by 5.25, and then we will decide which side we want to use. Oh, they're both the same. Never mind. I have a piece of real red that it is 2.5 by 4, and I'm going to die cut it and then emboss that one. Have a piece of Basic White that is 2 by 4, and that's going to die cut that, and then we're going to stamp it. This piece is 2 by 2-ish, and that's for the circular thing. And then I have 1 by 4-ish for the sentiment. So this sentiment, because the die I'm using is this long, I could use a lot of different sentiments in there. Nobody wants to tell me what they did today? Oh, come on. You guys must have done something exciting today. Just getting myself organized here. And the envelope and the inside. So we're going to first die cut that and die cut that. And I need to stamp and die cut that. And then we'll stamp and die cut this. All right. Smoky Slate. And the circle. Let's get this nice and inky. Oh, Alice made cards and prep for the market tomorrow. Christine just laundried dishes and finished a card. Oh, and finished a card. Nice. Oh, I also cut my middle grandson's hair today. I've been cutting our local grandchildren's hair for, well, James is 17. And when he was younger, he refused to let anybody cut his hair except for me. So now they both come and have their hair cut. I used to cut our own children's hair too back in the day, you know, when they had what do they call them? Mushroom cut. You know, it was long and then it was, oh, let me get rid of me here. It was long and then it had an undercut. Yep. I did way back when. Okay, I'm going to put this die on here. And then all I did was I just made it where I wanted it. And then I cut off the end. You could double cut it, and we might do that tonight. I didn't do that for the my Sunshine Club stamp crafts ladies because sometimes their they have difficulty doing that kind of a thing. And the class we do is supposed to be fun. Lena bought flowers today for her neighbor for Mother's Day. She was so shocked, told her it's Sister Day between us. Oh, that's nice, Lena. How lovely. Yes, and happy Mother's Day to you too, Lena. Okay, now I'm going to get my circle out. And I don't remember which one I used, so we're going to... Nope, that one's too big. This one, we will cut that one. Like that. And then this one is going to get cut with the dot dot dash. That would be this one. And this one is going to get cut by that one. Okay, let's see how much I can fit on my cutting plate here to get them all done together. Remember, when you have a flat edge like that, to put it at a jaunty angle. I may not be able to get them all on here, but we'll see. I was just reading Facebook before I came on live, and we have 2 fires in town right now. There was a serious house fire, and then somebody posted that there's a fire up by the hospital outside. So I don't know what's going on in our town right now, but I feel sorry for the firefighters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm almost ready to go to Orlando. Several of my friends have already left. Hello, Susan, and happy Mother's Day to you too. Yes. So they left and they got down to Orlando in a thunder and lightning storm. And one of the planes had to circle until it was safe to land. That sucks, ditch water. Okay, so we have that. We have that. Now, should I just cut that off, or do you want me to double cut it? Totally up to you guys. You tell me what I should do. Just cut it off like I did there, or double cut. So I'm almost ready to go. I have 3 cards to make before I go, but I also have Sunday and Monday to do it. So I should be ready. And if you are doing my June class or the Creative Escape virtually in June, the packages will be in the mail the beginning of this week. For the Creative Escape, I'm just waiting for my box to come in. That's supposed to be here on Tuesday. And then, of course, long after I leave, hubby is going to put the final things in there, and the boxes will be in the mail, hopefully no later than Wednesday. And the class stuff has already been mailed. It went out already. And if you're part of my club, the June club cards have been mailed as well. Christine says, just cut it off. All right, we'll go with what Christine says. I like it. Okay, I am going to stamp. Get all these little bits out of the way. In Memento ink. The leaf image. I just refilled my Memento ink, so it's lovely and black right now. Oh, right, and I gotta remember to phone. I got one phone call I have to make before I leave. Ooh, look at how lovely and black that is. Yes! I just love Memento ink in here. Now, Wendy, I don't know if Wendy is on here, but she sent me a message today and she said, if I have some of the old ink pads and they're dry or you're not going to use them, if you wash out one of those old fabric ink pads, you may just be able to use the cloud cover ink refill and make yourself a full-size ink pad. Now, I'm not saying it will work because it may not, but it's something to try if you have one of those ink pads and you're not using it. Oh, Susan's getting excited about the creative escape. Yep, you and Rolanda are going to have fun. There we are. Everything is done except the food. That's it. This impending postal strike has actually spurred me on to have everything done ahead of when I normally would. Okay, let's take our card base. So now tell me, shall I put the leaf image on top so that it looks like that? Or should I put the leaf image on the bottom so it looks like this? While you're doing that, I've decided I'm going to try and double cut this. So we're going to right here, and there we go. Sit that in there. And I'm going to cut that off. And you've seen me do this a lot. But if you don't know how to do it, then just let me know and I will show you. Alice is on the bottom. Leaf on the bottom. Susan says on the top. Christine says leaf image on the top so it doesn't compete with the leaf layer. There you go. Okay, we have 2 votes for top and 1 for bottom. So we're going to do it this way. I think I'm going to do it that. Okay, so we're going to put 1 on as soon as I find my adhesive that is hiding. Lena says on the bottom. Oh, now they're both the same. So now I have to figure out which one I like better. I kind of think I like that one. It's got a little bit more. Yep. Okay. So that's going to be the top. This is going to be the bottom. Bottom, bottom. So I will be live one more time before I leave. That will be Monday night. God willing, as Tommy Hunter used to say. I have a fun card for you, I'm sure. I don't remember what it is. Oh, Susan agrees with my choice. Yay! Okay, now this one just gets right up against that. So when I cut these, I cut them both same size at the same time so that they were both the same size. You see that? There. Then we put the corrugated layer on. Now, you saw that I die cut it and then I embossed it. And the reason I did that, it's got dots on it. The reason I did that is because if you emboss and then die cut, you flatten your embossing out. Hello, Wendy. Your first comment disappeared. So you'll have to let us know, Wendy, if you do that with your cloud cover and make an ink pad out of the old ones. Let us know how it works. Okay, we're going to put this on. And it is going to go in the middle, up and down, and in the middle, side to side, ish. Ish. It goes where it goes. There we are. Okay, next our circle. And we're going to do a dry run with this so I know where to put it. So that's going to go there. And this I'm just going to tuck underneath like that. And this is up on dimensionals, but I'm only going to put dimensionals on the top and the bottom. Oops, did you see my pokey tool went flying? When I was transplanting my big tomato plant, like I paid a fortune for it because it already had blooms and it was big and it was lots of foliage on it. And when I was planting it today, I noticed it has tomatoes already. I'm so excited. It's a cherry tomato, and I hope it's yellow. It said it was yellow. So I'm hoping it's yellow cherry tomatoes, my fave. Okay, this is going to go on here like that. Let's see if it's straight. Nope. Oh, and I got to have a video chat with my favorite granddaughter today, who lives in Quesnel, and her mom, our daughter-in-law Jessie, was at the farmer's market today. It's opened up. Farmer's market opens up there on Mother's Day weekend. And she was there selling her cards and stuff. And Miss Maggie went with Daddy. Now, where did she say? I can't remember where she said they went. Blake was off with a friend at the bike park. And after the market, Maggie got to have a Tim Hortons date with Mummy, and then she decided she was going to video chat with me when they stopped in the parking lot to eat their donut. And it was really funny because when they called, I was also in the Tim Hortons drive-through lineup. So we laughed because we were both doing the same thing. Wendy says she will let us know. It will be a while, though. I'm already put an order in without the ink. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't have any of those ink pads left, or I would give it a try. But I know it works on a spot, and the spot is the same fabric as our old ink pads used to be. Look at how quick and easy this card is. Look at that. 25 minutes and we're done. The only thing I have to do is put the bling on. Oh, and do that draw. Don't let me forget to do that draw. Oh, man. I think I have to put them. I've got the name lists done. I just haven't put it onto the wheel of names yet, but that won't take too long. We're just going to do 5 on this one. And that's it. We're done. Maybe a little bit of Wink of Stella on the leaves. So don't forget this, the thing I'm giving away is a paper pumpkin stamp set. It came with the September 2022 kit. And of course, I've long used the kit, but I've been saving these. It's like, what am I saving these for? I will probably never use them on a card, not that far back anyways. So I thought, I'm going to start giving them away. Somebody can use them. There you go. What do you think? Yes? No? You like it? You don't like it? Oh, thank you. Christine says, beautiful card. You make me want this set. Thank you. I'm glad I could inspire you. That's my word of the year is inspire. Whether I'm inspired by you or I'm inspired by cards to make cards, or I inspire you to create a card, get a stamp set, enjoy some time in your craft room. Oh, here comes my sneeze. Hang on. Maybe it won't come. Oh, I hate it when you get the sneeze and it stops in between behind your eyes and your eyes start to water. It is a good masculine birthday card, and you could use any color. You don't need red. You could use blue, you could use pink, you could use purple, you could use green, you could use black. It would make a lovely sympathy card too. Okay, so I'm going to go now. Hang on. I'm gonna go get my list. And we have all of these comments. And I'm gonna go here, get my wheel of names. I had them all entered, and then I had to do hosts for my new club. So I had to get rid of all the names on there. Okay, I'm gonna take you down. Ooh, I'm warm now. When I come in here, turn all my lights on, then I get warm. Okay, so are we ready? Let me, hang on. Let me show you the stamp set again. So there's the stamp set. It says, I can't read it. For a one-of-a-kind friend, wishing you much happiness. Thank you. There's a sunflower. What's that word? Hello. There's some leaves. There's the center of the sunflower. So it's a pretty cool stamp set. All right, let me just put you here. Then I go over here. Then I go here. Then I go back here. There's steps that need to be done to do this. Okay, here we go. And there we are. Paper Pumpkin stamp set giveaway. Now this you had to comment daffodil or sunflower or specific word. And thanks to Alice, we figured out where I could go and find the live chat on YouTube. So I got all the names off of YouTube, all the names off of Facebook. And oh, thanks, Eddie, and hello. If you commented both words, you got 2 in there. See, lots of people had 2 entries in here. So I'm going to shuffle it once and twice just to make it fair. Now, if you live outside of Canada, I am not guaranteeing that I will be able to mail this to you because it will depend on how much it is. If you want to pay, if it's $2 to between $2 and $3, I will mail it to you. But if it's any more, I will get a hold of you. You will have the option to pay the postage and get it to you, especially if you live in Australia. And there's a couple of Australian people. Now, if you commented on YouTube and you're not in my friends on Facebook, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get a hold of you, but I will try. And if I don't send this off to somebody, the person I choose tonight, then I will try to find my list before it goes. There it is. I will do another draw when I get back. Okay, there's my list. So now the winner of this stamp set is, drum roll, please. Oops, sorry. Here we go. Oh, it's Alice. I don't have to worry about it. It's Alice. Alice lives not far from me in Powell River, British Columbia. Way to go, Alice. Congratulations. Okay, I'm going to go back. Go over here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. I'm going to put this back up here because I might want to show you something else. Congratulations, Alice. So I will get that off to Alice. I know I can get it to her. Oh, Alice, I'll pop it in your box with your Creative Escape stuff because you're one of the ones I'm waiting for the final thing to go in it on Tuesday. Yeah, congratulations. I'm so glad we figured out how to find those comments. I do appreciate the help. Okay, well, I think that's it. I don't have. Oh, I do. I do. I got more birthday cards today. I got to show you some birthday cards. So I got a birthday card today from Diana here in town. Look at this. Diana is new to card making. Well, new-ish to card making, and she's doing a wonderful job. So there you go. And this uses the Year of Flowers stamp set, one I don't have. Isn't that lovely? And I love all the texture and stuff on there. Sending you a floral hug. Isn't that awesome? Okay, this one from my friend Tamara, who lives in Alberta and who landed in Orlando, Florida today in a rainstorm, a thunderstorm. Would never have known she was new. I know. I taught her everything she knows. No, I didn't. Oh, anyways, this one uses the beautiful butterflies bundle, and I love it. And it's very, very, it's not simple, but there's not a lot of stuff. She sponged some pool party in the background and put butterfly. Now, you remember me telling you that if you glue your butterflies down, you don't have the live wings. So this, I'm not saying this is wrong. I'm just saying this is the difference between leaving your butterfly wings unattached and attaching them. And can you notice something on here that she did that I don't ever do? Yep, there's 6 embellishments. Oh, Tamara. But I do appreciate the card. It is gorgeous, and I love white on white cards. And then I got a card from Valerie today. There you go. Valerie colored this. I can't even remember what flower that is, but look at all the beautiful. And then she used my favorite embossing folder in the background. This one is long retired. It was called Subtle, and I absolutely loved it, and I have kept it. It's clean. Yes, Wendy, it is clean. It is gorgeous. So there's that one. And there's this one. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Tamara. And thank you, Diane. Look at that. More birthday cards. Yay! Okay, there we go. All right. So thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your weekend. Happy Mother's Day to you tomorrow. And I will see you at 4:00 p.m. Pacific time on Monday afternoon for my last one before I head off on a jet plane. Going on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back. Yes, I know when I'll be back again. Yeah, I'll be back on Sunday. Leave Tuesday, back on Sunday. And to you too, Christine, have a wonderful Mother's Day. And I hope you get spoilt if you're a mother. And I hope you have crafty time and you get to do some things that make your heart happy. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Stamping smiles. Bye for now.